Hello everyone, Gene Molina here from Natural Tennis Solutions. So we've been talking about energy and the flow of energy that goes from certain places to our bodies and then into the racket and then into the ball. There is a preparation phase. So your ready position should have the hoop position, I call it. H-O-O-P, hoop. So this hoop is here, right? So my racket, if I take the racket out of the equation, the hoop is here, or the hoop is here, or the hoop is here. But either way, I have a hoop. If I turn sideways and angle it off, you can see that shape, right? That shape is what you want in front of your body most of the time. You want this shape. The legs can be down, you have this shape. This is the athletic position. This is it. This is what's gonna give you balance. This is what's gonna keep you in a balanced position. So my upper body doesn't move as much while my legs are doing all the work, right? So I'm setting up, I go. So right now, if you wanna see it with my racket, here's the hoop. So I'm setting up, I'm setting up, I'm going, I'm setting up. So my hoop has stayed in front of me the whole time. I've turned sideways, my hoop is still there. I've turned sideways, my hoop is still there. Gotta get yourself used to this. Some of you don't have a hoop at all, kind of just hanging out like this. This can take you off balance. You want as much of this equilibrium as possible. Some of you may have this, but then right away, as soon as you turn, you start to do this and take this away. You want to wait as long as possible. This is not a restriction, but I'm saying this is something you should keep as long as possible so your equilibrium can stay, your balance. So if I feel balanced right here, and then once that ball comes, now I'm gonna get ready to, there's almost like a push from my left arm, from my forehand here. It's like a push off where I push it back. And then it goes into the setup. On my backhand side, it would be, and then there's a little push off back to push there. So if I really think about it now when I do it, I'm set, I'm pushing off. It's almost like, see what my front leg did? Like I'm pushing off to push back this way so that I can really, but I'm not stepping forward, right? I'm pushing off so that I can come forward with the other leg. So this setup is just something you need to feel. You need to feel it. And I know that it's meant to be a back, and then a forward, and then a back, and then a forward. So I'm not lifting that front leg when I do this. I go up, but the front leg is almost like on its tippy toe because I'm actually putting the weight back. If you can look at some of the pro videos where they're warming up, when they do a lot of videos before the US Open and all that, where the pros are warming up, and you look up Roger Federer, you can see a lot of those. If you have the full body picture of him, you can see the way he sets up for some of his shots, that tippy toe goes. That's just because he's putting the weight on the back foot. Thing is, it's too many details. Like, we don't want to know that. We just want to know that once we are in our hoop position and we turn sideways, that we're going to launch it by letting it go up a little so that it can come back down, and then we can swing it. Same on the backhand, and go. Here, and go. But the hoop becomes your main mission right now. Focus on that hoop. The hoop is what you want. You want to set up for this. Volley, here's my hoop. Volley, volley, overhead, here's my overhead. I'm in the hoop. And then hit the overhead. Serve. There's still a hoop. Here it is. Bounce. Hoop. Look at that. So there's a hoop. This hoop position for your arms, so important. This is a martial arts exercise. Just this position right here. Elbows at shoulder height, arms here. Notice it's the hoop, right? And legs bent, not super low, but bent. Knees are just slightly inside the toes because the legs are spread out enough. But holding this position, I think they make the martial artists hold it for hours. Hours. They have to hold this position for hours. I've never truly tried to hold it for as long as I can, but I'll tell you that right now, it's already starting to hurt. Your quads will start to burn. Your shoulders will start to burn. Try this. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe we can try to post some times out there. Maybe I'll do it and I'll post my time and then you guys can try it and post your time. But how long can you hold this position? These are the muscles that need to be the strongest. If that's the position we're going to constantly be in, right? So now watch this. We have our hoop position, right? From this hoop position, you're going to be able to so it's literally like we want to swing our elbows. So right now, if I want to swing my elbow with some speed, I'm going to turn and I'm going to push. I'm going to rotate my hip. So my hip gets rotated back. I load into the ground a little. And then from here, pushes out like that. Notice my back leg pushes off the ground. Same on the left side. Notice the loading phase. This and this. So now we can get into this motion too, where you do the opposite leg coming up to the opposite elbow. And that creates the tension in here. So that creates the X factor, as it's called, but it's the opposite parts of the body going. So right now, when I rotate my right side, so I'm a righty, ball's coming at me this direction, I'm in my setup, ball's coming at me this direction, I turn, I want to load up, and I'm going to hit the ball as it comes right here, but I'm going to hit the ball right here with my elbow. I'm going to hit it with my elbow. So if I do that, I have to load up. But when I load up, it's my lower body that pulls and gets this upper body to go. So that lower body pulls it, and then the lower body leads it. Lower body pulls, lower body leads. Right? Left side. I am not swinging forward. Ball's coming at me this direction. I'm in my position. I turn sideways. I am not swinging my elbow forward. Notice the difference. I'm swinging toward you. I'm swinging toward you. I'm swinging toward you, yet it still comes around this way, doesn't it? Watch. See how it still comes around? But my main focal point is max speed out this direction. If I show you with the racket now, should make total sense. Right? So it's out to you, but it still comes around. it has to come around. It has to finish around. If I do it on the backhand side, so now the ball's coming at me this direction, right? So I'm turning, right? Elbows going out that way. Backhand side with the one-hander. So with the one-hander, it's a little bit different because I'm coming around, but now I'm trying to push out that way, and it's almost like my whole arm needs to be taken that way. So if I were to do the hoop, right, and I didn't have my left arm to use, so I do the hoop, but now I have to, now it's just going out with my left arm. So my left arm is the one that gets pushed out. This hoop position, this is where you have to live. This is your home. You have to do it from there. If you do it from there, you have a chance. You have a chance to gain more of the potential and the energy that you should be gaining for these shots. What do you think? Let me know. See you on the next one.